Devontae Watson. There's a turnover. Dingle probably got hacked. And Duke the other way. Okafor, and it's blocked. DeCozy with a block. That's the 6 for the Owls. DeCozy can't finish on the other end, but there is Mark Williams. Gathering back the momentum, the Temple Owls. Got a couple of guys in foul trouble, but they have wrestled it back to a 10-point deficit.
Smitty, how about the block?
I mean, Cozy was all over that one. No foul, and then being able to convert on the offensive end.
And really the right play by Cook. I mean, he got the defender up in the air, but the ability to recover there, you can see they're a little bit animated. They believe. They're starting to believe they can compete in this game, and it's been impressive.
36-26. Duke has the lead with 24 to go. Coming up at halftime, Bleacher Report's Adam Lefkoe and Jason King. They are on our studio set here at Barclays Center.
Let me see it.
Adam up there getting his dance on.
Oh, he didn't just
He
do
must
that,
be
Adam.
he's looking forward to the post game. I think a little bit more in the halftime show based on that move.
Good to have our buddies from Bleacher Report here.
I was impressed with that
It
move.
was. You know he's been working on that one. You can tell, right?
I feel like that came natural.
Shot clock is off. Last possession opportunity for Duke. Well, Temple wanted to keep the pace down. It's been kind of a back and forth game. Duke was running early, missing a lot of shots, however. But the score is where the Owls want it. Game clock down to 4. Tyus Jones, DeCozy's on him, and DeCozy got a piece of that. And a block to finish it. That symbolizes what the Owls have been able to do in the first half. 7 blocks. GA, I think it's safe to go ahead and give Temple the win in the want-to category in the first half.
That's a great point. And part of the problem when you play against teams with great pressure, their objective is to not let you run your offense. They basically want to force you to play one-on-one basketball. So you need tremendous discipline offensively if you're Temple to be able to still execute offensively against that pressure.
A couple of things as we start half number 2 to keep in mind. Greg made the point in the first half. You got the 2 guards in foul trouble for the Owls, both with 3 fouls. Will Cummings the starter, Josh Brown the backup. We'll see how that has an effect on Temple. And Smitty, for the Owls, where does the offense come from if it comes from anyone at this point of the second half?
Well, I think it has to be Will Cummings. I think he has to drive to the basket and sometimes not try to finish amongst the trees, dish the basketball. They just have to make shots. But if you're Fran Duffy, you got to be happy on a defensive end what they're doing. Also looking at them playing Jahlil Okafor, he was 3 for 13, but what was impressive for me, he only has 2 free throw attempts, so they played him without fouling. They did a nice job.
Offensive foul on Mark Williams there as he clears the deck. Any thought about fatigue, especially with the 3 freshmen for Duke and playing their 4th game in 7 days?
I think so. I think when you start to look at their jump shots, you see there a lot of them are short. And I think when you look at their shooting percentage, they were shooting 47, almost 48% coming to this game, and right now they're struggling. They're like 3 for 12 from the three-point line.
It's been an extremely physical game here. And there is DeCozy. They're going to need offense from DeCozy. He's got to start making some shots. They rely on him heavily. Jefferson running the floor and fouled from behind Watson.
Great find again by Jones, and Jefferson running that floor. Watson does pick up the foul there, but a great contest. But how about just threading the needle there for Jefferson and gets to the free throw line. That's the beauty of playing with a point guard too. You're going to get those easy ones that you don't have to work for just by running the floor.
Tyus Jones with 5 assists in the first half as Jefferson hits the free throw. NCAA March Madness returns March 17th. TBS, CBS, TNT, and right here on True TV. You can watch every game live, including the Final 4 semifinals on TBS. Don't miss all the action this March. And 1 out of 2, I beg your pardon, 0 for 2 for Jefferson, but that's going to stay in the possession of the Blue Devils. Missed opportunity there for Temple.
And a great hustle by Winslow just to fight for that one and to force it off of Temple and get another possession.
Dingle is hounding Winslow, and they set it up. The senior, the lone scholarship senior, Quinn Cook. Jefferson daring him to shoot, and the lefty Winslow will fire it up. Not there. And Temple with the basketball, trying to cut it to single digits, and Cummings bounces that right off his foot. Another turnover for Will Cummings. That is his 6th turnover of the night. Just 1 assist for him. Fran Dunphy talked about the Owls not sharing the basketball, and just 2 assists so far. A lot of one-on-one play for Temple, and that's usually a bad combination when you're matching up against the talent of Duke. Okafor down inside. It's his happy spot on that right block, and he gets a friendly roll.
It was quite the collision yes. on that possession between he and Watson.
Jeff Capel told Seth right before we go into the break, Jaleel has got to be stronger, got to be tougher in the paint. And that was a move reflecting that. Cozy had a block, looked like Cook got a piece. And here's Dingle, and a little hesitation, so Daniel Dingle with a bucket.
I like the way Dingle's played, GA. He's been very solid, making some good plays on the offensive end, also defensively doing a nice job and fundamentally sound, blocking out each and every time.
Okafor off the window, no, pulled down by Mark Williams. Cozy going one-on-one and a foul.
And that's where you want to look to attack early in transition. Check out this collision. I guess there's no contact there because I sure didn't hear a whistle on that play. How about the strength on that one to finish?
Did you see Watson's
oh
head
my goodness. Yeah,
back?
I love that view in slow motion
yes.
too. You see all the body movement.
Foul is on Quinn Cook. On the shot clock. Temple just trying to get some kind of flow offensively. You got to give a lot of credit to Duke as well. They are tough defensively, and Williams throws it away.
They do a terrific job again of just extending you. You know, your offense, when you practice your offense, you're catching the ball in certain spots. They make you catch it 2 or 3 feet away from that, which then throws the whole timing of everything off, and then that's what speeds you up and get you in that habit of trying to go one-on-one.
Double team comes for Okafor. And here's Cook, long range 3. No, Jones with the rebound. Almost lost it out of bounds. Cook will fire another one for 3. No, another chance, and Jefferson this time. 3 opportunities for Duke, and they cash it in. And a 12-point lead for the Blue Devils.
And while they haven't shot it well, Duke, they had 12 offensive rebounds in that first half, and that was an example there. They were able to get 2 that led to 2.
Just love the way Jefferson's, his intensity, his approach to the game. You can see his eyes. He's into this basketball game, and he's getting down into a stance.
Jefferson ends up on the point guard, Will Cummings. Shot clock at 4, and Cummings, tough shot over the length of Jefferson. And there's Justice Winslow coming from behind to get that board. He'll run it himself. Gives it to Jones for 3. No. Boy, the 3-pointers are not falling for the Blue Devils. They are now 3 for 16 from behind the arc.
And, you know, like Smitty talked about the fatigue. Also, it's the law of averages, too. They've shot it so well to start that no one's going to shoot it at that clip the entire season. You see the effort and the energy here by Jefferson, just in the right place at the right time. And Duke, while struggling, still in control.
Craig, I'm glad you're getting better. I was hoping to be able to see you here at the Barclays, but hope you're here real soon. And keep getting better. I know you're fighting it like crazy, and the attitude you've displayed has been amazing for all those people who are fighting to beat this dreadful disease. Thanks for doing that. Craig, I'm glad you're getting better. I was hoping to be able to see you here at the Barclays, but hope you're here real soon. And keep getting better. I know you're fighting it like crazy, and the attitude you've displayed has been amazing for all those people who are fighting to beat this dreadful disease. Thanks for doing that.
And a direct message from Coach K to Craig Sager. They have roped off an area here behind the Duke bench. Sager sideline for a lot of the cancer donors. Right out of the timeout, Justice Winslow gets it down on the block and scores, and it's 42-28 Duke. This is the championship rounds of the Coaches versus Cancer Classic. Stanford beat UNLV in our opening game, and Duke trying to join them in the championship game tomorrow as Winslow fires up an air ball, and Okafor spills into the press. Looks like he's all right. Send it over to Seth Davis.
Yeah, in the wake of that air ball, Duke now 3 for 17 from three-point range. You might think that Mike Krzyzewski's message to his guys in that timeout was to stop shooting them, but he said exactly the opposite. He was very pleased. He said, we're playing really well. Don't worry about the shots. They'll keep falling, so you can expect Duke to keep firing as long as they keep defending.
That has been a big story tonight. We talk a lot about Temple and their lack of offense, but Duke deserves a lot of the credit. There's an open shot missed by DeCozy, and he's had a few that way. Going up top, Okafor had it disrupted by Cummings, gets his own and puts it away.
I really love that, to have the ability to catch Greg with soft hands and then to gather himself and the patience to use his big body to clear out some space for an easy layup.
You know, what Seth was talking about, the thing that Coach K likes the most is that his group hasn't allowed the missed shots to affect the way they've competed on the defensive end in particular. And listen, you're going to have nights where shots don't fall, but that doesn't mean you can't have success, and you don't want to stop playing the right way, which they have done pretty consistently throughout this game.
Dingle gives Temple another big basket. And they're in the danger zone right now. It feels like Duke could be poised for a run as Cook lines up a three. Quinn Cook drops a triple.
And the word I think of with this group, they're relentless. They really just, they value every possession on both ends. That's just impressive to see, and that's a wow finish there by Cummings.
Cummings with the left at a 15-point game. So a couple of buckets, Dingle and Cummings, to keep Temple with a fighting chance, but Duke looks poised to put the hammer down. Okafor getting active here tonight. Okafor now with 12 points to go along with 7 rebounds. And we welcome you back to Coaches vs. Cancer Classic, presented by Northwestern Mutual. Great to have you with us on True TV. Second game of our doubleheader. And the Duke Blue Devils starting to pull away here with 13:55 to go. So a lot of scoring earlier. Duke sharing the basketball in their first 3 games. Tonight, not shooting well, but still sharing the ball. T. Jones has been very impressive distributing the basketball.
Yeah, they haven't shot well, but they played extremely well, Smitty. I mean, they have really contesting on every possession defensively, attacking that offensive glass. The ball movement's still been there, but to DA's point, they just haven't had that consistency, which is typically the case when it comes to shooting that 3 ball. But everything else has been on the mark.
And I totally agree, Greg. And I also want to give Temple a little credit defensively. They made it tough on them. Nothing easy. Obviously, they're still executing, but Temple is coming out and competing and making things a little difficult for the Duke Blue Devils.
And still plenty of time from Temple's standpoint. They also have struggled from an offensive standpoint, and they do have firepower. If you can get going with Cummings on the perimeter and DeCozy, get yourself back in this thing.
DeCozy just got the foul on Winslow. That's the second foul on DeCozy. For Duke tonight, Okafor 5 for 16. He's missed 11 shots. Cooks hit 3 out of 9, just hit a big 3 a moment ago. And Tyus Jones tonight is 1 for 7. That one was a 3-pointer. Duke is 4 for 18 from behind the arc. They've missed 14 threes tonight. Jones to Okafor, and that's going to be something you hear a lot of this year. These two work so well together.
Teammates, Team USA, and you talked about Jones, only the 1 field goal, but how about the 6 assists and no turnovers, 7 assists, and no turnovers here tonight.
Winslow pushes it. Here's Jones, kicks it to the corner. Now Cook back out, and Winslow a little strong. Jefferson keeps it alive, and that's off the shin of Winslow, and it'll be Temple basketball.
Take a look here, just a quick hitter, little dribble handoff there, then gets it right back to him. And notice how he can catch it and go right away. Doesn't have to gather. He puts the ball in a position where Okafor can make a quick and decisive move before the defense can recover.
Also great timing on the pass for Jones. Put it right on the money, didn't take that extra dribble. And like you said, 2 freshmen hooking up. We might hear that for a long time.
At least all season.
At least a season, yeah.
Cummings still playing with the 3 fouls. 12:40 left. And just not much room to work for the Temple Owls. Cummings goes, and Okafor fouls him. Cummings not afraid of the big man and gets the call. Cummings will go to the line, and Temple is at their best when Cummings is doing this.
Yeah, I tell you, that was pretty good defense. Just the hand, just at the end. You see how it just comes down enough there. That was a good call there by the official.
Cummings had 20 points in his last game. 13 of those came from the free throw line. NBA on TNT returns Thursday, December 4th. Got the Cavs and the Knicks, followed by the Pelicans and the Warriors. Action begins at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on TNT.
I'll be at that game.
Which one?
Which one?
Well, I'm doing that, the Cavs-Knicks.
All right. We'll look forward to that.
Well, I don't know if the Knicks going to look forward to it the way they've been playing here early on. Well, actually, even the Cavs, they got hammered tonight by Washington, who's playing some really good basketball.
Justice Winslow knocks the three down. He's just showing all of his skill tonight. He's played tough. He's a great defender. He's hit a couple of threes. He's worked well in the paint.
Not a good shot for the Temple Owls. Kind of forced shot in offense. And is that the first turnover
Yeah,
for Jones?
first one. He forced that one. First one of the night to go along with 6 assists. And in transition on the other end, Will Cummings.
That's an important basket for Cummings and Temple. Again, 17 points, just under 12 minutes. Just got to try stringing together stops if you're Temple. And again, trying to get out in transition. That's where they've had some success at times.
Jefferson got caught too far underneath. Tough pass from Winslow, and a foul, and that's going the other way. So, beg your pardon. Timeout on the floor. It'll stay with Duke.
Look at Winslow squaring up the lefty, knocking this one down. Beautiful jump shot. Splash.